Hello families, welcome to the 2020-2021 school year. We're starting off a little differently, and so we want to introduce you to a few ways that you will be connecting with our school and with your child's teacher. I am going to be showing you this on a student computer that Metro provides. Not everyone has to have this to access the pages that I'm going to show you, but I just thought it might be helpful to go ahead and show it to you on a device that you already have, or that some of you may already have. So to get started, the first thing I want to show you is for those of you that do have a Metro computer, if you do not have a link on your desktop for Google Chrome, one of the things that you can do to bookmark that is to open the My MNPS folder, and you can click on our link, Clever Portal, which is where we're going anyhow. So if you want to double click on that, and when it opens up, you will see that a Chrome symbol is on your taskbar. I think that's taskbar down at the bottom, and when you right click on it, it will give you the option to pin it to the taskbar. So when you click on that, it will now just stay down there and make it a little bit easier for you to access Google Chrome, which is the best browser to use for all of the different sites that we'll be using at school. So anyway, now we're here at Clever to log in. Now, if you don't have a Metro computer, obviously you probably don't have the My MNPS folder on your desktop, but there's still easy ways to access the Clever login page. You can go to www.ppelearn.com. That is our virtual site, our virtual instruction site that we will be referring to occasionally throughout the year. And you can find your grade level, or you can just pick any grade level. They all have the Clever login link, and you'll see that Clever link right here on the page. If I click on it, it will take me to the same Clever login page that was on the desktop for this Metro School computer as well. The other thing you can do, if you'd rather go directly to the website, you can go to your browser, go into the address bar, and just type www.clever.com/in/MNPS, and then hit enter, and again it will take you right to the Clever login page. Now there are two ways that you can log in to the Clever page, and that is with your Office 365 account, which you'll access, or you'll log in using that access code right here. And also you can access your account through using your Clever badge. So let's start with this first. If I click login with our Office 365 account, each student in the district has a email address that they can sign in using, and it is the child's first name, the first letter of the last name, and the last 5 digits of their student ID number, followed by @mnpsk12.org. That is their email address. Now I am using a fake one here. This is not a real email address for a student in the district, but I just wanted to give you a good example of what that looks like here on this page. Now I'm going to go ahead and use one that is for a student in our school, so you won't be able to see it, but it is in the same format that you are seeing there. I'll go ahead and type the student's information in. And hit enter to do next. And now I will enter their password. For Percy Priest, the student passwords are a capital letter of your first name, a lowercase letter of the first letter of your last name, and then your 6-digit birth date. Once you do that, you'll hit sign in. It'll ask you if you want to stay signed in. If you're on your own personal computer, you can go ahead and click that. And I'm going to say don't show this again so I can stay signed in. Once I log in, it will take me to my Clever dashboard, and I'll see the different icons for the sites we'll be using here at school. So of course, you've been hearing lots about the Schoology site. We'll be using that one, and there will also be a couple other sites that will be used often throughout the school year. You'll also see we have a Microsoft Office suite. This is not something you need to purchase or download to your computer. This web version is right here, ready for your students to use. You'll see Teams, which we'll be referring to often throughout the year, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, all of those great things. Here we have iExcel, which I know you've probably heard about if you've been in the school before, and one of my favorites, of course, code.org. Okay, so once you're logged in here, you're going to click on your child's Schoology account, and it's going to take you to the Schoology page. It is logging me straight into the student's page, and I will land, as it's loading here, thank you for your patience, I will land right here on my recent activity page. Once it fully loads, it's still loading, I apologize, taking a second to really set it up well. I can click on a couple different things. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can click right now. I can click on the course dashboard, and when I do, all the courses that I am signed up for will appear here. They'll look at like different rectangles on my board. Now, the student, of course, has not started any classes yet. Classes do not begin until Tuesday, August 4th, and so there are no courses showing here for them to access. What I will do, though, is I will add the student to my account here, just a moment, so that you can see just an example of what that looks like on her page. Okay, so let me go ahead and go back to courses. You'll see that now she has a course. All the courses look like this. They have rectangles. Their pictures may be different. Hopefully they've been renamed so they're a little clearer to understand. But you will see a course rectangle for each course that your child is enrolled in. So once they log in, they can go to their homeroom, to their English language arts class, math class, related arts classes, all right here in their course dashboard. So I can click right here. Now, one of the things I want to say before I click on this course is if you have several courses, sometimes you can't see them all in the dashboard. It only shows a limited number, but you can always go over here to My Courses, and it will show them as a list. And that way you can see them maybe a little bit better as they're listed right down here in a row. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the section to take it into my course. And you'll see a course right here that is my technology course. It's a practice course for me, so it's not my actual course, but it's just a good example of what you might see. And at the very top, you will see a link to my Teams class. So when a student comes into my class, if they're coming to my technology class, they would just go up here and click on the Teams link and join me in my Teams classroom. And that will be the case for any class that you log into. You'll just go right ahead into the Teams class link for your synchronous learning time. That's your face-to-face learning time with your teacher. So if I click on that link, I'll just show you an example. It is going to open up this page where I can select how I want to open Teams. Now I can open Teams in 3 different ways. If you do not have Teams downloaded on your device, that's not a problem. You can go ahead and continue on in the browser, and it will just open the Teams link right there in the browser and ask you if you want to join. As it's pulling up here, we'll see a little box where we can have our camera and our microphone off or on as we enter. Most of the time, if not all the time, you want to enter a class with your microphone off. Now, because this is my first time accessing Teams on this device, my computer is going to ask for permission to either use my microphone I'm sorry, not either, but use my microphone and use my camera. I'm going to allow that so I can join the meeting in a virtual setting. And it will refresh and load. There it's showing me my picture so I can see a sample of what I might look like. I can turn off my camera at that point, and I can turn off my microphone if I would like. It's always good practice to turn off your microphone going into the meeting. One, just in case the teacher is already talking, or two, just to remove all that background noise when you go into the setting. So I'm going to join now. Because I'm not logged in as the student, it's going to ask me for a name. If you would like, you can go down here and sign in. You'll sign in with the same information that you used in logging into Clever. And I apologize again for it taking a second here. Once you've logged in once, it should save that information and just log you in under your student name each and every time. If you do have the app downloaded or the software downloaded onto, again, you'll sign in once there and it should keep you signed in each and every time. Okay. So it has me signed in. I didn't actually have to do any logging in for that. It just automatically went back and found my login information. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my microphone, and I will click Join Now to join the meeting. And that's it right there. Now you are in your class with whichever teacher it is that you were hoping to join. So I'm going to go ahead and one more brief thing before I go. And that is for those of you that were, let me log this student out. I said there were two ways that you could log into Clever, and I wanted to show you the other way. We are hoping that by Tuesday, we will have your QR codes, and the students will be able to use that to log into Clever. I apologize, I need to sign out of each of these windows I signed into because it remembers me. So here I am again back at the login screen. I can log in with Office 365 or I can log in with Clever. And I'm going to see if I can do this without it jumping too quickly. If I click on the badge, your student has an individual QR code that they can hold up to the camera on their device, and they'll be able to see it. So I don't want to show it too fast because it picks it up really fast. So you can see it kind of down here in the corner. When I hold it up to the camera, it will just automatically scan it and log them in. Nope. I might have confused it by logging in a different way first. Well, let's try it. Nope, there it goes. Sometimes it just wants to talk to you. Okay, and now I'm logged right back into the Clever dashboard for the student. So we hope to have those home. Hopefully that will make it a little bit easier to log in, especially with all that information to type into the boxes. But either way, there's two different ways you can log into Clever to access both Schoology and IXL. IXL will also just log you straight in. You don't need any other information to log into IXL. You'll see a few other things that we'll be using in class, and your teacher will tell you a little bit more about. Social Studies Weekly, we've got Flipgrid, and again, we'll learn all about those as we introduce them in the classroom. We are so looking forward to this year with your students, even in a virtual setting. But hopefully it will be in person soon.